Hey guys, I could not let go of my last episode of Skinwalker Ranch coverage. Learning what I did after watching that 4 hour, almost 4 hour, fantastic interview between Sean Ryan of the Sean Ryan Show on YouTube, and I think it's also in a podcast, between he and the current owner of Skinwalker Ranch, Brandon Fugel. First of all, this ranch, it's just the mysteries continue. And finally, I dug out, not like it was hiding, but I finally just decided to put a little bit more time into finding out more about the follow-ups from their interview. And I'll tell you, I mean, besides the fact that the interview is just fascinating to listen to, I understand it's long, but Brandon's a really fascinating guy. He is really self-made. He's a real estate mogul in Utah, if not the country. He's kind of renowned for his business savvy. So I think he closed his first enormous multi-million dollar deal at like 19. And he did that actually he helped broker the deal for Jim Morse, who's the Skinwalker Ranch property manager. His property manager. So anyway, a lot of his connections to the team that are at Skinwalker Ranch for this History Channel / Amazon Prime docuseries are friends. Like Dragon is his head of security, and they've known each other since they went on their missions. They're both Mormons, and they went on their church missions 2 years out in Hawaii. So they became, first of all, they hated each other at first. And I guess after a little bit of fisticuffs, they became tight like brothers. And so they're really close. So they've known each other a long time. And the team is very close. They like, kind of like a tight little family unit. And, but anyway, so a lot of this, what I find with the docuseries is even like apart from the mysteries that you just keep learning about and UFO stuff galore, it is you learning, like you're just sucking in all this knowledge. And I'm telling you right now that it's all science-based. Okay, I know people are like, they're seeing things, they're making this up. But let me tell you something. After I share with you what I have here, I really believe you're going to want to binge watch this. Again, it's on Amazon Prime, all of the seasons 1 through 4, I believe it is now we're at. And they just wrapped up the 4th season, like the beginning of August. So thankfully, there will be yet another season coming next year. So that is when Brandon, the owner of Skinwalker Ranch, says that he will be promising that we'll be seeing things that we will never have seen before. And I cannot wait. I'm just bated breath. And I'll tell you, it's, he says it's everything, including but not limited to the actual communication that happened, that he discusses and alludes to in the conversation he has with Sean Ryan. So this was something that happened actually, and it was initiated between Eric Bard, who is the principal investigator and chief scientist on Skinwalker Ranch. And the incident, or I guess better way to say it is the encounter, occurred after the malfunctioning of all the state-of-the-art security equipment. So you've had all across the ranch, you got cameras going down, just basic securities around the perimeter of the ranch, all malfunctioning, okay? And he was getting so frustrated. So he's in the command center, and he's basically just throws his arms up and in frustration says, if you have something to show me, show me. If you have something to tell me, tell me. He's frustrated, but he does command that. He just yells at whatever may be doing all of this. Everything on his main screen or monitor goes wonky. And all of a sudden, honest to God, I think that this is going to be the change. This is going to be the game changer for a lot of people who are either on the fence of skepticism or are And maybe not. You know what? If you're a skeptic, you more than likely will just remain a skeptic, and that's fine. But I think it's important that I say this because there are skeptics at the ranch on the team who are now and forever will be changed after this incident. Okay. Whew. Eric had the presence of mind, thank God. And I mentioned in the last video, from the first day, one of the first times he was at the ranch back in 2016 with Brandon and a team of other people, they were up on the mesa and he had his iPhone with him and it was acting really strange. Like his whole screen went purple and he couldn't understand what was going on. He was trying to take data points on something else, but he did screen snap, what do you call it? Screenshot his on his phone so that he had proof of what was being seen. And again, in this incident, more recently, he had again the presence of mind, but this time he was able to get it on camera, guys. All right. So, what I'm about to show you wasn't shown on the Sean Ryan show. It was talked about, but Brandon went ahead and put it on his Twitter or X or whatever the frig they're calling it now. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna put it on, hopefully on the whole screen, but I'm not sure if you can see what I see, but I see a lot more than just the words "I living." Well, I just got the chills again. I see a shape there, guys. Do you see the shape? I'll go between the two pictures, possibly if I can figure out how to do that. But I see something. Now, it could be, honestly, it could be something in the reflection of what's around in the command room, but it really doesn't. It looks almost like there's an outline of something. I mean, perhaps it's the source of the message that's being displayed. I don't know. I seriously hope that Eric decides to tell his story in the upcoming season, if not before. I am going to definitely keep looking around for more things because I feel like with a revelation this huge, I can't see how it's going to stay, like all of the information is going to stay secret until next season. But even if it's just snippets of stuff, I'll share whatever I get because I couldn't wait to show you these pictures. Are they amazing or what? Yeah, the answer is they're amazing. And I'm so sorry about the lighting. We're having, epic thunderstorms outside. So it's like getting lighter, getting darker, getting lighter, getting darker. It's like my own version of a strobe light or a disco ball, if you will. So honestly, guys, at this point, if you're being honest, like I am being completely transparent about this, but I feel like we all know something that we didn't know for a long time, which is that thanks to testimony by brave, honorable, and truthful whistleblowers like David Grush, who testified in front of Congress under oath that he is aware of and he knows witnesses who have seen firsthand NHIs, which is non-human intelligences, as well as recovered crafts that are being, reverse engineered by government and private sectors, like Skunk Works and all these other places, Lockheed, Skunk Works, whatever. But it's looking more and more like, there's got to be something in that mesa because they have tried every way to dig into the mesa that is at the ranch. And at a spot, they are stopped. It doesn't hurt the drill bits though. One time they were able to get like a very, very small shaving of like this metal that Dr. Travis Taylor said, like, and he's in some of the quotes that I'll show you, but he even mentioned that this is what they use on the space shuttle for re-entry, like the heat shield. So something this strong, like what's that doing in the mesa, inside the mesa? Okay. And it's all happening right around that mysterious triangle, which I'm going to show you a picture of, excuse me, the latest readings of what they found around the triangle, which is fascinating because it looks like there's some sort of, they think it might be some sort of a wormhole connection. I apologize. I got a tickle in my throat. I have to wrap this up. But they caught also on camera, which I couldn't find the damn clip to it, but they show from the top of the mesa a UAP flying into it, and from the helicopter there's footage from like Brandon's brother's helicopter. Pardon me. And it shoots out the bottom of the mesa. How is that possible? You guys, the stuff that's happening here and the stuff that they show you right up until this last season, it's incredible. I honestly do believe that it will change your minds, at least give you more to think about. And, you know, I'm so curious to know what you think, but I just can't recommend it enough. And again, Amazon Prime has all the episodes, all the seasons. Check them out. And I also find it interesting that with every new piece of evidence that is found, all of a sudden they're realizing that they're being kind of watched by unknown sources. They're being surveyed, like they're constantly seeing helicopters in the sky, sometimes even Blackhawks. And it makes them a little unsettled as a team. They're all talking about what's going on. But it's like the more they discover, the more they're feeling like they're getting closer, perhaps too close, according to maybe some in government or something, or even private sectors are trying to keep an eye on them. But they know they're getting close to something that could change the whole perspective of, perspective, whatever, of what's happening at this ranch and what's there. I mean, could there be an underground alien base or alien and human base? Maybe it's supposed to not be discovered. Maybe it's something that's been there for thousands, millions of years. Who knows? But I intend to tune in to find out. I hope you tune in to find out, because it is freaking wild. It's wild, but it's awesome. So until next time, I hope you are all staying happy and healthy. Stay weird. Keep your mind open. And take care. Bye.